Greetings, this is Rohit from ResumeGuru, and today we're going to learn how to make a good quality analyst resume. So let's get started. So who is a quality analyst? A quality analyst ensures that products or services meet established quality standards through a very systematic testing, documentation, and process audit. Their role is very crucial for identifying bugs, inconsistencies, or gaps and helping teams deliver a reliable and error-free output and maintaining trust through continuous improvement for the customer. So now that we know that, let's learn how to make a good resume for this field. Here are some of the essential things to include in a quality analyst resume. Number one being highlighting the testing types that you worked on. Now, testing types can be of many types, such as manual, automation, functional, regression, and each has its specific purpose and requirement, especially depending on the field that you're doing quality analysis for. So, mentioning this is very important. Next, mention the QA tools that you use by name. Tools such as Selenium, Postman, Jira, TestRail, or SQL. Again, every company has its own process and they use specific tools for whatever quality process they have. So you have to mention these tools so that the recruiter has a better idea and it's also more ATS compliant. Next is quantifying the impact of your work in the experience section. The role of a quality analyst can be put into numbers and metrics, such as how many tests you've run, how many bugs you've identified, how many issues you've helped remove, and how much quality score you have improved for the products that you review. So adding these metrics is very important and makes your resume much more optimized. Lastly, adding relevant certifications and projects. Especially as a fresher, when you don't have much experience, adding any relevant certifications and even any projects that you've worked on is very important to show your capability. And even after you've gained a lot of experience, if you have good projects and certifications, they always add value. To understand more, we're going to look at a quality analyst resume sample and see how we can make an optimized resume for this field. So this is the resume of a quality analyst. We have removed any private information to ensure privacy. So we'll start with the top section, which is the contact information. In the contact information section, you mention things like your name, the title, where you can mention things like quality analyst, process optimization, agile testing expert to immediately grab the recruiter's attention. Then you mention things like your phone number, email address, and even LinkedIn link. The next is the profile section. Profile section is where you give a brief summary about yourself. You mention your achievements and skills you're good at. You have to keep it concise. You can either make a small paragraph or even bullet points to give an idea of who you are. So let's look at this summary. So right off the bat, seasoned quality assurance analyst with 7 years of excellence. And you can mention things like ensuring the delivery of robust, scalable, and high performance software through end-to-end QA ownership. Then you can mention keywords such as SDLC or STLC, specializing in agile Scrum delivery models, and other such keywords to basically make your resume even more keyword optimized and also giving the useful information to the recruiter directly. Next is the core competency section. Core competency or skills mean nearly the same thing. This is where you add 10 to 12 skills that are relevant for the field that you're in. For this particular client, we have added things like manual and automation testing, agile and Scrum QA testing, test planning and optimization, test case design and execution, and other such keywords. Now, these keywords are very important for the field, and adding them not only makes it easier for the recruiter, but it also makes your resume more ATS compliant, as mentioned before. Next is the experience section. The experience section is the most important part of a resume. This is where you actually show the practical application of the skills you have, and this is the section that the recruiter pays the most attention to. In the resume, the experience section goes in a reverse chronological order, starting from the latest, going to the oldest. So for a experience that you're mentioning, you have to give the name of the role, the name of the company, and also the date from when to when you worked there. And then you have to give the information in bullet points. So as mentioned earlier in the essential things, you have to add numbers and metrics wherever you can. So things such as reduce production defect by 35% or decrease repetitive manual effort by 40%. Keywords such as QA reports, QA strategies, UAT planning, things like that you can add. And also start every sentence with action verbs such as delivered, advocated, led, designed, defined. So this makes your resume sound a lot better and more action oriented. After your experience comes the key project section. This is where you give your projects that you've done, which are a demonstration of your hands-on experience. Now, this is way more important, especially if you don't have any work experience. But even after you gain work experience, if you've worked on any good projects, solo or with a company, they are always very good to mention. So things such as an enterprise e-commerce QA program, or banking automation framework initiative, or insurance portal revamp, telecom billing system migration, things like these you can add them, and you can even give bullet points for them, and you can give them in a similar manner as to how you did for the experience. Just talk specifically about what you did in the project. Next is the education section. Education section is very straightforward. This is where you mention the name of your degree, the name of your college or university, and from when to when you studied there, or you can also just mention the year of graduation. You can skip adding your grades, especially if you have a lot of work experience. Next is the certification section. This is where you add 3 to 4 relevant certifications to show the employees that you're qualified in that area. For this field, you can add things like IS TQ-Beat Certified Tester, Certified Agile Tester, or Selenium Automation Testing. Things like these. You can add these certificates that will give you a lot more credibility. Next is the technical skill section. So these are the technical skills or your software proficiencies that the recruiter would be interested in. Naturally, you can even couple it up with the skill section and make a bigger skill section with categories in them, but it's totally up to you. If you want to split it also, you can do that. In that case, you can give this at the bottom of the resume. Last but not the least is the languages section. Now, languages is pretty optional. If you are working in a field where mentioning the languages is important, you can do that. So you can add things like English, Hindi, Kannada, and you can even in bracket you can give how good you are in that particular language. So this is our entire coverage on how to make a QA resume. If you need to check out it in more detail, you can click the link in the bio, or if you have any queries, you can also drop a comment below, or you can reach out to us via our website or through our WhatsApp number that should be visible on your screen. Thank you so much and stay tuned for more such information. Have a great day.